In this video, I'm going to show you how to get the areas under the standard normal distribution. Now, the standard normal distribution is what we use for anything that follows a normal distribution. And when we use this distribution, we refer everything back to z-scores. And in the standard normal distribution, the mean is understood to be 0, and the standard deviation is always understood to be 1. Now, I'm going to do this two ways. First of all, I'll use the calc function, as we've seen in a previous video, and then I'm also going to use a probability distribution plot under the graph tab. So first of all, under the calc option, probability distribution, normal, and normally when you open this up, the settings are set to the standard normal distribution where the mean is 0 and the standard deviation is 1. And in this problem, we are being asked to find the area under the standard normal curve to the left of a z-score of negative 0.63. So I say OK to that, and I'll write here's my area, 0.2643. And that's all very well and good, but when we're dealing with distributions, and particularly normal distribution, it really helps to have a visual. And Minitab will provide that for us under the graph tab. And we can use this thing called a probability distribution plot. Now be careful, because there's a probability plot, which we'll talk about later. That's a different beast than this one right here. So we're looking for a distribution plot. Okay, when my window opens up, I get to choose. I can have a single probability distribution. I can have multiple ones. But for this purpose, we are simply viewing probability. So we choose this one. We say OK. And my window opens up. And the default is that it will use the normal distribution. But if I click down here, I can see have access to all the distributions that are also located under the calc tab. So we are using the normal, and the default setting is that it's understood that we're using the standard normal distribution. So we're going to input z-scores as opposed to an x value. And if I want this thing to show me the area under the curve, I hit the tab here that says shaded area. And we are going to input a z value. Now, in Minitab, within this window, it'll never show up here as z. It always shows as x. But if you're using a mean of 0 and a standard deviation of 1, generally speaking, you're talking about the standard normal distribution, and what you're really inputting is a z value. So I plug in the z value that's in question, and we got a negative 0.63. And in the problem, we're simply being asked to find the area to the left. So I simply choose this option of a left tail area, say OK, and here it is. And again, when the printout comes now, it tells me it's an X, but in actual fact, I wanted to illustrate that. I might want to change that to a z-score, because that really is what it is. So here's the visual, and over here under the calc tab, I get the same information.